Hi! In the scriptures there are three types of lands. The land of Pharaoh, the land of Israel, and the land of the desert. Each one of them has a significance in forming the Hebrew mindset. Watch this short video. It will be an encouragement to you because these lands represent your life too. At the end I'll share something very practical about the lands. Of course, all the earth belongs to God, but it's like it's set in those three places. The first land was Egypt. Egypt was the place where the Pharaoh ruled with an iron fist. Pharaoh thought he was the God of order here on earth, or they called it Maat. If you go north on the Nile River from Sudan, you'll run into this. It's a clear marking that one is entering the land of the Pharaoh. God liberated the Israelites from Egypt. God showed the Pharaoh that he wasn't God, but that the Lord was God. By the way, this seems to be the main lesson throughout the entire Old Testament that God is teaching people. Then once the Hebrews were liberated, there was a second land, the land that was given by God to the Israelites. The land flowing with honey. The honey refers to the agriculture of all sorts of sweet fruits. It is where it is green, and they are very well provided for there. A perfect example of this would be the valley of Jezreel or Armageddon. This is the land of the Israelites. The blessings of the Lord are there all over. This place, however, comes with one big test. When all goes well, do not say, "My hands have done this." It's the most difficult test. You want to read Deuteronomy 8 for that. Then the third land belongs to God. Of course, everything, like I said, belongs to God. It's the desert, the land flowing with milk. The milk refers to the produce of the sheep or the shepherds or the desert, about 70% of Israel. This is where God trains. It is the place where one has to totally depend upon God. It's difficult, uncomfortable, and one's needs aren't met. Remember that God took the Israelites out of Egypt first into the desert. He guided them like a bride in the desert, according to Jeremiah 2. He gave his instructions in the form of the Torah in the desert. By the way, Torah means instruction. God trained David in the desert, and even Jesus Christ started his public ministry for 40 days in the desert. Watch this video about the temptations of Jesus in the desert. Maybe you're in the desert. It could be that you're struggling with a disease or the loss of a loved one. I think our ministry has gone through the desert with the politics and the coronavirus. We were all in total lockdown. It doesn't make much sense, but God. Now, I ended that sentence there because I don't know the rest of the sentence, but that's exactly what the desert is. The sheep only have one thing going for them. The shepherd is there. Remember the big promise of the Great Commission. It's even preceded with an exhortation to pay attention to that. I will be with you. So yes, the desert is very difficult. The desert has rocks which can hurt you, but the honey is in the desert, according to Psalms 81. If you want to learn a little bit more about these three lands, take some time to read Deuteronomy 8. Now, there's one thing left to do. STLB, smash the like button. When you do this, it helps the YouTube algorithm to know that they need to share these videos. In other words, you help other people hear the gospel and hear about how they can know Christ as Savior. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.